Hey guys, it's Caleb here with White Metal Games. I'm working in the temporary studio today because the full studio, the showroom rather, has not been finished yet. So because of that, I'm having to do a temporary workspace video. But I wanted to give you a quick update this morning just to show you what we've been working on. Specifically, this video is going to highlight the Help for Heroes project that we are contributing to. Now this is a project that was started by Nick at IDIC Beer and Blood of the Fallen 1. These two guys, I think, instigated and put the project together and got all of the contributors together. So if you're not familiar with this, what it basically is every once in a while, every year or two, the community will get together, rally behind a cause, and put together a project that they then raffle off to a charity. And the proceeds of that raffle and that auction will go towards the charity itself, in this case Help for Heroes, which is a wounded veterans association helping veterans in need. And so I wanted to get involved with it. I really liked what they did with the Storm Wardens project a couple years ago, and I knew I wanted to get involved with the next one that came around. So when I saw this come up a few months ago, I was like, I really want to get into that. So I contacted them. Every contributor to the project, which there's over 20 or 30 now, puts together a unit or two, and they paint it up. This is completely free. We don't ask for anything for this. We just do it just because we want to be a part of a community project. So I got to do a Hunter Stalker tank because they hadn't had anyone do that yet, and I wanted to play with a new kit. I thought it'd be fun. And I also opted to do an Aegis line because I like doing terrain when I can. So I'm going to show you what I've done with those so far. So for the Hunter Stalker, here's the basic tank. As you can see in typical, this is a Salamanders project, so for Salamanders, you usually want to do some scaling. Now, I couldn't find a good Salamanders logo anywhere, so I think what I'll probably do is I'll end up doing some transfers onto the vehicle itself. As you can see here, I've put on some scales. Those have been basically modeled to every single open part of the vehicle itself, wherever I could. But without trying to overdo it, I certainly want to emphasize the beauty of the tank. Then the other pieces for it are over here. Here's the Hunter version and then the Stalker variants with these aerial cannons. And I've tried to give it as many options as I could, so I gave them both hatches with weapons, but you'll also have the blank hatches if you want to use those instead. That way, if the client doesn't want, if the buyer doesn't want to use those weapon variants, they don't have to. They can price it any way they want. I've also left the two bits here unattached. That way, he can use either one just by putting them onto the vehicle. So he'll get a full modular kit. He'll get two variants in this particular kit. This kit is actually great for modularity because none of the bits are, with one exception, none of the bits are used twice. The only exception is this antenna here on top of the Stalker variant. And that one actually normally would go here on the side of this giant cannon, where you can see I've mounted this radar dish, but the radar dish was available, so I mounted that instead. Serves the same basic purpose, and I think it looks just as aesthetically pleasing, and I think that worked out really well. Being that this is the first time I put the kit together, I will say that it was a nice, easy to put together kit. The only area I struggled with a little bit was on this cannon. This thing is supposed to go up and down, but a little of the plastic glue spilled over and welded that. So it won't go up and down as well as it should. It will go side to side inside of the sponson. These, on the other hand, do go up and down. These came out pretty well, as you can see there. And I also did an Aegis line. Now, I only have a few paint sticks here, so unfortunately I can only do prime them a bit at a time. So here's the Aegis line, also with scaling. So those came out pretty well. And I'll have the other four pieces on the next batch of stuff to prime. The tank, of course. And it's a very simple paint scheme. They're going for a limited palette because they want to ensure that the army looks cohesive. If you've had a chance to go over to Nick's channel or his blog, please do so. Just check for Help for Heroes Salamanders or follow the link in this video below in the show notes. And you'll be able to find it. And hopefully they'll have information on how to raffle or how to win that project soon. Hopefully not too soon because I need to get these painted up real quick, but it's fairly simple. It shouldn't be a problem. This army is going to be over 10,000 points by the time it's all said and done. It's a massive army, so whoever wins this thing is going to be a very happy camper indeed. So be sure to look into that and be sure to purchase raffle tickets if you want to, or however they do it at an auction or something like that. And that's about it for now, so stay tuned for more videos from whitemetalgames.com. Put your minis where your mouth is.